Hi, I'm Representative Justin Chenette of Saco, and we are going to be bringing you a legislative update with what's going on from the State House in Augusta. Most recently, the governor released his supplemental budget and the biennial budget, and I'd like to talk briefly about some initial thoughts about it and some key points that you really need to know about it. There are some good points, some points that are going to need compromise with the Democrats and Republicans together, and there are some things that the democratically controlled legislature is not going to support. So I'd like to start off, though, with some of the good points, because a lot of times in this political conversation we hear a lot about what you don't like and some of the negativity. So let's focus on the positive. Within the new budget, the biennial budget, there is an increased funding for access to post-secondary education, including the Early Aspirations program, which I'm a proud graduate of, which basically allows individuals in high school to take college courses at a reduced or very limited cost to them, which is a great program. It also increases funding for the Jobs for Maine Graduates program. So both two things that are very instrumental in the success of the next generation of those in high school. So I support both of those. One portion of this budget that's going to need compromise, where I can see compromise taking place, is the elimination of the 200 state jobs. Obviously, that seems like a significant number, but only 12 of those positions are currently filled. The compromise, I see it, is to keep those 12 individuals on staff and the 188 that are currently not filled. There's no people in these positions. To me, I don't see the major significance in not eliminating them. I think that could be the compromise. Obviously, I don't want to lay anybody off, but in this tight budget, I definitely see keeping the 12, eliminating the 188. That's the compromise for the governor and the legislature. Now, some points that are not good at all is the basically the rationing of the circuit breaker property tax relief program and the Homestead Exemption Act. Basically, now you'd only be able to, if the budget is passed as it currently states, individuals only 65 and older and veterans are able to apply both for the circuit breaker program and the Homestead Exemption Act. And so a lot of individuals that I've met utilize both of these programs very significantly. Over 200,000 utilize the circuit breaker program in particular. And this is for low-income individuals that want to own property. I mean, this is a great thing. Home buyership is critical. And so to eliminate that at this juncture would not be a good thing. Though I would say the individuals that could utilize it, the governor wants to double the amount of the Homestead Exemption Act. So basically, instead of $10,000, it would be a $20,000. But again, this is only for seniors 65 and older and for veterans. But while they're getting a tax break for their property taxes, the property taxes might still go up because the governor wants to eliminate the municipal revenue sharing for the next 2 years. Now, some of you might be wondering, what the heck is that? Well, the municipal revenue sharing is so critical to local municipalities because they get a percentage of the sales and income tax from the state level, as mandated in the 1970s. The problem is the state has basically rationed this program year after year after year, where communities are continuing to try to find new ways of increasing revenue and reduce spending at the local level. We've seen the impact of it in Saco. Now, over the next couple years, Saco's impact would be about $4 million if this is passed. And as we know, with our local property taxes increasing so significantly, this isn't something that we need right now at all whatsoever. So this has a huge impact on our local communities. So our property taxes are aiming to go up, even when individuals might get a short break with the Homestead Exemption Act and the circuit breaker program. In addition, something that's not good at all is cutting the Drugs for the Elderly program. That saves $14 million, but I don't know about you, but a lot of seniors that I know rely on that for their medication. So there's a $881 million structural gap in the budget that we have to make up, and so there's going to be some tough choices on both sides of the aisle, both Democrats and Republicans. We have to work together. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The governor could veto anything that we put forward if it's too far to the left. So we have to come to the center and focus on what is important for the individuals in our communities and across the state. And that's what I'm aiming to do. And I think with videos like this, we can focus on transparency and accountability and have an ongoing conversation about your needs and what you want, because that's what representation is truly about. I'm Representative Justin Chenette with this legislative update. Stay tuned for more information. Thank you.